Lamar Jackson and the Ravens back to the 15. Here we go. First play, Henry, right, and Derrick Henry into the open field right away and down the sideline into Steelers territory and all the way down to the 39-yard line with a flag at the back end of the play.
During the run, personal foul, illegal blindside block, offense number 4. 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, we're hearing from Terry this is not a foul, so we will check that out next. But Derrick Henry, as he's done typically on Sunday night, this guy ends up making huge plays right off the bat. But let's check this penalty here. Say Flowers on that one.
Terry McCauley, our rules analyst, joins us. Terry?
Yeah, Mike, for it to be an illegal blindside block, he has to be either moving parallel or back toward his own end line. He's moving toward the opponent's end line. This is a perfectly legal block.
And here's what happens to Hayward, who was chasing the play down. This is about 50 yards of running down the field, and his own player, James Pierre, comes down and clips him. He walks off the field with the assistance of the athletic training staff. The ball backed up to the 41-yard line of Baltimore because it's from the spot of the foul. The net gain was 26, and Henry here gets 3 to the 44. Oh, we'll just settle into this one. Third and a long one, and it's a keep. Jackson pulls it, runs to the edge, and he has the first down. So right away, the tone is set with Lamar Jackson.
Let's see what they do here.
No Henry, Rasheen Ali is the back. He's got it, and he is stopped. Keanu Benton. No Rashad Bateman, the receiver's out for the Ravens. Pressure from the Steelers. Jackson throws complete, and downfield for the touchdown is Devontae Walker.
Quick, if in fact they did throw the ball. Instead, Lamar held it and ran right past Ramsey with this one. No slant, no quick throw. Go for the bomb, and there you go. The Ravens wide open from the start in this one.
Almost caught him with a hard count. Kyle Van Noy was waving, no you didn't. Rodgers downfield for Calvin Austin in coverage, incomplete. Nate Wiggins back defensively. Zay Flowers running around in motion. The eye candy to divert the eyes from Henry. 3rd and 6, Rasheen Ali's the back, picks up the pressure for the moment. Now he cannot get away. Nick Herbig has Jackson for the sack. Or rush. Rodgers scans. Gainwell gets there. First down at the 36-yard line.
4 nights a week together.
From the 36, Rodgers on the throw toward the sideline. It's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. You got it. There you go. Inside, it's the push with Connor Hayward. I don't know if he got there.
Damn it.
2nd and 6, another Henry run. This one around the edge, and Henry's got the first down to the 27-yard line. Benton downfield to the man in motion, Devontae Walker. Henry in there, picked up the block for the moment. The chase by Highsmith. Jackson gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it as he's pulled down by the rookie Derek Harmon. Tyler Loop, he's had a good season from 40. Loop knocks it through. So the decision to go for it on 4th down. 3rd and 7. Rodgers has time. Gainwell gets there again for the 2nd time tonight. Gainwell runs for the first down.
And I think it'll be Gainwell who gets this offense jump-started.
Down from the 40. Rodgers dealing it out to Warren. Got a block from Jonnu Smith. Made a man miss. Got a first down and more. Gain of 17 as Jalen Warren. 3rd and 6. Ravens drop 1, so 4 rush. Rodgers finds space. Will he take off and run for it? Stops. Can't do it. Robinson throws him out of bounds. Davius Robinson saw it right there. Throws him out of bounds. Missed multiple 50-plus field goals and warm-ups. But he dialed it up for showtime. Bangs it through from 57. Henry is out. Keaton Mitchell's the back. 2nd and 17. Thought about the jump pass, couldn't get it over Highsmith, tries to take off. Highsmith tracks him down, loss of 3 for Jackson. Place is alive, just give it to Henry, he can get you 20. Only gets 6 that time. What a play, buzzing down by Kyle Duggar, who came over from the Patriots. He had the hit on Henry. 5 runs for 6 yards. Trying to change that. Warren right, they do so. Good gain to the 24, that's 15. And a Pittsburgh first down. 3rd and 9. Again, it's a 4-man rush. Rodgers has room to throw, room to run as well, and he gets there for the first down to the 40-yard line. Full sprint for 20. Drive alive. Caught by Adam Thielen for 8 to the Ravens, 7.
When they've gone to the no huddle, I think it may be something that might work for Pittsburgh here.
If the Ravens add some pressure, they don't. They'll slip inside. The bounce outside for Gainwell to the 36-yard line. Remember, the Steelers get the ball to start the second half. Smith in motion, hits, Gainwell tries to cut it inside, not gonna get there! Alohi Gilman says no! The Steelers are denied! The Ravens take the lead and momentum to the locker room. For the 4th-year player, they're being looked at over on the sideline, and Pat Fryermuth is heard from, so no safeties out. Broken forearm last week, had surgery on Tuesday. 2nd and 8. Rodgers putting it up top, and it's brought in by Thielen at the 11-yard line. 28 to Adam Thielen. Ben Skoranek in the game. He's a good blocker. He's out pass pattern. Rodgers swings it. Warren, pass Humphrey, 5-yard line to the 3. 1.5 away from a first down. 1st and goal. Hayward again. Pushed in, flag comes down. He has broken the play, and he's in the end zone. We'll check the flag. It's ruled a touchdown. It's ruled a touchdown by the official who threw the flag.
They snap to the line of scrimmage, and look at this. The Ravens nowhere close to being onside for one, but basically ready for the other. And so the acceleration, once again, the no-huddle offense, we've seen it work, the acceleration on the goal line.
And so close to movement on the right side of that Pittsburgh line as well. Play is confirmed as a gain of 1. Jackson hit as he threw. Incomplete. It is Hayward who is everywhere tonight. Lamar Jackson had it rejected, intercepted on the deflection. T.J. Watt.
Oh, baby, no renegade needed now. They are just getting their hands up. Hayward, Highsmith, and T.J. Watt. And that makes it all worthwhile for T.J. Watt. Think of all that he has gone through to have a chance to play in this football game. The surgery, the rehab, and the bounce finally came his way.
And let's give it officially to Hayward on the deflection. The 2 sets of hands there. And Lamar Jackson, only 4 of 8 for the game, throws a pick. Warren, nice cutback. Warren threw another tackle to the 8-yard line. Now they're scaling the short motion. Rodgers looking, throwing, end zone, incomplete for Fryermuth. Gilman staying with him. Short one from Boswell for the lead. He makes it from 25, so the interception turns into 3 points.
To just create a little space.
Henry left, the cut back, Hayward hanging on, but a first down for Henry at the 34-yard line. Chance to win that 3rd rushing title here tonight. He gets a break. Keaton Mitchell takes a shot. The Steelers' defense has come alive here. Jackson with time. Throws complete. Mark Andrews. Watt is there. Chuck Clark is there. Well short of the first down. 2nd and 4 for Rodgers. Again protected. It's now quick. Fryermuth with the first down. And Kyle Hamilton's become that guy on this defense. He's out. Rodgers throws in the middle. It is Valdez-Scantling holding on to it for the first down at the 38-yard line. 3rd and 7. Rodgers look out from behind, tries to escape. Got away from one, but not the rest. Mike Green gets him at the very end as Rodgers got twisted around and sacked by 3 Ravens. Here in Pittsburgh, before the defense would come out on the field, and so often it has led to a big defensive play. Lamar Jackson's pass quiets the crowd on the completion to Zay Flowers to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 4. Steelers bring 4. Highsmith is there. Jackson got away. Now reloads and throws to Flowers downfield. He's got it for a touchdown!
While Lamar Jackson was under siege, it was Queen against Flowers on the outside. And Mike and I are up here in the booth screaming, run!
Yeah.
When Lamar Jackson broke out, it was a key 3rd and 4, and yet Lamar Jackson doesn't think about 4 and 5 yards. He thinks about home run shots.
2nd and 3, the toss. Warren, good job to keep the legs going. Through 4 missed tackles for a first down. That's a sensational run to the 38-yard line. 15 yards. And the Steelers have to think about getting the ball back, getting the field goal range again. Play clock running. Rodgers throwing in the middle. It's Freiermuth. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh at the 6. A gain of 30. Kenneth Gainwell's the back. Valdez-Scantling bottom of the screen. It's Gainwell running right, trying to get to the corner. In for the touchdown!
Mason McCormick here, and he's got to get all the way out to this block right there. Watch him hustle and get on top of that. That is such a difficult block, and he executed that one perfectly. No holding call, got his hands in there a bit, but got him down when needed.
And Mike Tomlin loved that play down near the goal line for the 2-yard run. For Kenneth Gainwell, he's got his Super Bowl ring from Philadelphia last year. And Aaron Rodgers has put the Steelers defense in position. Fakes it to Henry. Jackson in the middle. Caught by Ricard, the fullback. His first reception, his 2nd target of the year.
Still shotgun.
3rd and 1. Fake to Henry. Jackson. Shot downfield. Zay Flowers again. Zay Flowers inside the 20. He's going to go. There is a flag on the far side of the field for the North.
I thought I was watching a replay of the first half. Got that down the field and over there, and there is nobody in the middle of the field. Look at that. I mean, you could stop that. That is as big an area as I have ever seen wide open on a football field.
The 4th lead change of the game, the 3rd in the 4th quarter.
Zay Flowers had to be as shocked as anybody out there.
Look at Jalen Ramsey looking around like, where is everybody? Wow. Flowers, couple of touchdowns, 138 yards on the night, and has given the Ravens a 4-point lead. And now we go back to the point that the Steelers are out of timeouts. Lamar Jackson saw the flag, said, no, yes, it's on them. I've got 2 big touchdowns in this quarter, 3 on the game. And Flowers from the 35. Rodgers inside, caught by Austin. Calvin spins, gain of 17. Probably take this to the 2-minute warning.
Double move.
Gainwell slipping inside. Through the tackle of Washington, Kenneth Gainwell brought down by Gilman at the 26-yard line with 1:25 left in regulation. Rodgers protected, throws to Austin for the touchdown! back off the hamstring injury. The extra point from Boswell. Twisting, no good, no good. He missed the extra point. He had not missed one all year.
There's the slip. Going to come up, little hesitation and go route. And Chidobe Awuzie had a nice game out here. He slips. There's no way anybody else can be responsible. And it is a horrible thing when it happens to you. We were waiting for somebody to make a play, and there it was.
And on the extra point, everything looked fine. That is the path that his ball has been taking. It's some misses against Cleveland as well. That's just a crushing miss. He'd only missed 15 in his career. He had made 85 in a row, 89 including the postseason. His last miss of an extra point was December 16 of 2020. LeJonte Wester awaits. It's going to be the speedy running back Mitchell from the 5. It's the numbers, got a good return going. There goes Mitchell, right around midfield. They're only a first down or so away from field goal range. Play clock running down. Steelers adjust the defense and bring some pressure. Jackson chased, keeps it alive. Herbert tries to get him. Jackson flings it out of play. Will the Steelers bring that pressure? It's 4th and 7. Season on the line. Jackson lofting it up, and it is held on to by Isaiah Likely at the 22-yard line. He's been in the middle of so many big moments, and he comes up with a catch. Tyler Luke from 44. Snap good. Hold it. The kick is no good. It is wide right. And the Steelers are the champions of the North.